So it's still only been about 3 or 4 hours now I've been driving since I left Ceduna, and already I've run into my first mechanical issue. The corrugations are pretty bad out here, so it gives everything a pretty good shakedown. Before I left Ceduna, I did a pretty thorough check over the whole vehicle, crawled underneath. I found 3 issues which I had repaired, so I ended up staying an extra week in Ceduna to get those done. But I've found, I was just at the crest of that last hill. I was looking around doing some videos, just drove down here, and I started smelling a burning smell and then a fairly loud rattling sound. So I pulled up quick, lifted up the bonnet and tracked down my issue to the muffler. It's disconnected from the turbo outlet. I had some gearbox work done about a month or so ago by Land Rover mechanics, and it looks like they haven't torqued up all the bolts, because I also found a couple of nuts for my gearbox were finger tight where the rubber mounts fit to the chassis, which was pretty poor, I think. So I've lost both the bolts for this bracket which holds the muffler on. So I'll go through my spare parts kit, see what I can find, and then jack up the muffler back to reconnect it and tighten everything up again. You can see here where the muffler has disconnected, and that burning smell I was smelling was all the exhaust coming in to the cabin. So there's a mount down a bit further, and that's where the bracket is, and I've got 2 holes there to fill in with some sort of bolt or wire, whatever I can find. Now I carry a pretty decent spare parts kit, so I'll grab that out and see what I can find inside. Hopefully I'll have a couple of bolts the right size, otherwise I'll have to make something up. Now it's important when you're out traveling on these rough roads that you have everything strapped down as well. So my 2 boxes here, number 1 is my recovery gear, number 2 is all my spare parts. Keep them strapped in tight, so in the event of a rollover or whatever, I don't have anything bouncing around inside the cabin which will kill me. These Wolfpack boxes are really good too. They're sturdy and you can strap them in nice and tight. So in here, various hoses and bits and pieces. I should have some spare nuts and bolts. Oh, there they are. Bag of loose odds and ends. So I've had a look through, and unfortunately I don't have anything quite the right size. I've got one that might be small enough, but there's captive nuts on the bracket which joins to the chassis, so probably not going to have much chance of getting one the right size and the right thread. So it's plan B. This here is fencing wire. It's pretty strong stuff, and you should probably never go bush without some. You can use it to tie up anything that's broken. Just get some fencing pliers, twist it together, and you'll get you home basically. So give this a go. And I better raid my toolbox as well. You can see everything's pretty easily accessible. Don't have to pull out too many boxes. And canvas bags too are really great because they don't tend to rattle around as much compared to a metal tin. These big beauties here are fencing pliers, nice and strong. Comes with cutters. You got 3 cutters on this one. Just like that, 1, 2, 3. So I can use this to twist the wire together. Probably do me. There we go. Appears to be on tight, so pack everything up and keep on moving. So there we go. It's not the most beautiful job, but that will help me keep on going. I'll check back on it later on, see how we go. I'd recommend carrying soft or medium tensile wire, as it's much easier to work with. I used high tensile for this repair, and although successful, it was very difficult to manipulate the wire in a tight space. Whatever you choose, never go bush without some. G'day, I hope you've enjoyed this film. If you'd like to assist in the creation of more videos without being committed to a monthly Patreon subscription or spending any additional money, click on this link, How You Can Help, for several ways you can contribute to my productions. Thanks.